Hello students, welcome to Spectra Education Academy. In this video, I am going to explain how Newton's second law of motion can be written even when the mass of the system is changed, or how Newton's second law is applicable for the variable mass system. So Newton's second law for variable mass system. Newton's second law. So once again, you get back Newton's second law. Rate of change of linear momentum is directly proportional to the magnitude of net force acting on the body. If you remove the proportionality, you will get a constant with the dp by dt. So in the previous classes, we spoke that if velocity is changed, you will get the acceleration F is equal to ma. Now, how can we change this for the variable mass system? For the variable mass system, the rate of change of momentum is how to write. F is equal to, if k is equal to 1, we can directly write dp by dt. Now d by dt, get back the formula of momentum, it is mv. Now we are going to write this as, for the variable mass system, dm by dt and velocity constant. So now there will be numerical on this equations. So dm by dt with the v. So now mass is the function of time. Now let us discuss its applications. First application is when fuel is burnt and the mass of the gas is ejected is dm by dt. So you can say this is rate of mass of the burnt gases, so which are coming out with the speed v, then upthrust on the rocket. So F is equal to dm by dt with v. So there will be numerical on this equation. Suppose if rocket, say this is the first one, second one, if rocket is moving up with the uniform acceleration, A, then dm by dt with v m into g plus a. So this particular equation you will get in connected body once again. So there will be also numerical on this step. If rocket is moving up with uniform velocity, then acceleration does not exist. You will get a dm by dt with v is equal to mg. So there will also be numerical on this step. Third application, if gravel is dropped on conveyor belt at the rate dm by dt with velocity v, then extra force required to move the conveyor belt with constant velocity is, so dm by dt into v is equal to f. So there will also be numerical on this. Next application, so this is fourth. If a jet of water coming out of a tube of cross-sectional area capital A strikes a wall normally and falls down along the wall. So first bit in this, force exerted by the wall. Force exerted, better you write on the wall. Force exerted on the wall. So it is once again variable mass system. So it is, let us write dm by dt with v is equal to f. Now d by dt, let me write this m as, this is velocity, here this is velocity. Let me write m as density into volume, density rho with volume is equal to f. Now volume of the pipe or tube is pi r square h or pi r square l. Now therefore this is going to be velocity. So d by dt with the density pi r square, let us write it as area into length. So area into length is equal to f. Now you'll get it as velocity with dl by dt, this again velocity, density into area. So here rho is density of water, and density of liquid. Now, so dl by dt again will become velocity. So therefore velocity is into velocity into rho into E is equal to force. So finally F is equal to velocity square with the density into area. So there will also be numerical on this. Now second bit, if water is reflected from the wall, so you can understand that this is the wall, then water is hitting like this with u and coming back with v. So there will be change in velocity. So then the above equation you have to write rho a into velocity v minus u. Both v minus u are opposite in direction. So therefore you can incorporate here rho a with velocity v minus of minus u. So therefore this will be rho a v into v plus u. In case if water is reflected from the wall along the normal with the same speed, so then v is equal to minus u. So therefore the above equation is F is equal to rho a with v plus u is also v. Minus of minus will become plus. So therefore this will be 2 rho a v square. So there will also be numerical on this step. If water strikes, this is the last case. Say this is case 3. Now this is going to be the last case in this. Fourth case. If water strikes the wall at an angle theta with the wall and rebounds with same velocity at same angle. Rebounds with the same velocity and same angle. Then force is equal to, now this v is going to be v sin theta, this u also u sin theta, but you mentioned that rebounds with same velocity means 2 rho a v square sin theta. So there will also be numerical on this step. Students, in my next video, I'll continue with the equations of variable mass for the rocket propulsion. Before that, I'll continue with the numerical based on these equations. Thereafter, I'll continue with how Newton's second law can be applied for the rocket propulsion system along with variable mass. Thank you very much for watching my video, but don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives.